here with a look at Myro. Let's make sure my volume is up. Yep, we're good to go. The other day when we took a look at this thing, we talked about if we lost a certain price level to watch out for another low coming in here. All right, we were looking at losing if it lost this area right through there. About 0.02059, okay, and why were we concerned with that? Well, that would have made another wave down here, which would have worked out like this here. Would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we did get a fifth wave down, but not as deep as we were expecting, right? Pretty shallow, actually. It only look at that, only came down to there, 1888, and then we got a nice big bounce. All right, so that's what the market does to you. You know, you lose this low over here, you're looking for a wave 5 down, then it shoots it back up. Now, are we at a danger? Is there a possibility it still comes down here? We're going to take a look at that here. All right, first off, I obviously got to show you Bitcoin. Let's go over here and take a look at this thing. We took a Bitcoin long in Discord and we smashed this thing, right? We ended up, we come over here on the 1 hour. We got in right about somewhere right in here yesterday, somewhere in this area, and we cashed out up here, okay? I had a 3x on that, nice big nice trade run up there on leverage, right? That's what we did. I think we won. I think 8 out of our last 12 or something like that. Pretty decent run there. Nice winning percentage. Ended up one day winning 6 out of 7. Really, it was 6 out of 6, but you know, ended up having a little bit of a blunder on the one, and then the next day I think I lost a couple, and then won the Bitcoin trade yesterday, and we got an XRP long today, and ended up getting stopped on that one. All the losses were small, but the wins were nice. The wins were big. They were nice big shorts we took. But anyway, if you're looking to come join us and trade with us in Discord, sign up for level 3 membership in the description of the video. It's only $15, guys. Along with that Discord membership, you get 10 hours of videos, over 20 videos to teach you how to start charting for price targets and all that stuff, right? So we have about 170 members in our Discord. If you'd like to come join us, sign up, try it out. You know, got a alt season coming. You know, definitely don't want to miss out on that. Got some big money out there to be made. Now, Bitcoin, you can see here we had that run up. Our target was pretty perfect, man. You take a fib off of this here, pull this down. All right, had a target of about 106.2. This came up to just about 106, 105, 984. All right, so looks like it's going to pull back here now. It could have another push up. Don't doubt that for a second. All right, like we're on a 1 hour here. It could have another wave up, but it has broken this trend line here. It's gotten pretty close to the top. I mean, you do have a little. These don't always come up exactly. That's why I give an area. You know, put a box like that for a target. Usually when we're trading, and you know, we tapped this box. We got in that area, and it's starting to pull back some. Now, if we take a look, you know, where could this pull back to? Well, quite honestly, it could pull back to this trend line, retest it, and then go. You know. And this run up, you know, could come back here, retest this area now as support, and then it could bounce out of here. Probably something like that more likely is going to happen. You got the moving average down here, 50-day moving average coming in. Don't be surprised. You got the 1 hour RSI Coming straight down, pretty a lot of room to come down here on the regular RSI, right? This thing should come back down the bottom and reset. The 4 hour, right at the very top, 95 and a 98, it's bearish. Your 8 hour or your 12, 99 and a 92, getting right near the top here, right? I mean, it's getting in that area where you could get a pullback. The daily, right at the very bottom, looks good. Quite honestly, I think this is gearing up. You know, on a 4, you can see it a lot better. It looks like what we got going on here, maybe, is a 1, 2, right? Starting the third wave here. And inside that, you have a set of 5 waves in this third wave. All right, this one has 5 waves in it. This one has an ABC, wave 2. Wave 3 has 5 waves, and wave 4 should have an ABC, and wave 5 should have 5 waves. Okay, so you could have a this starting inside here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, inside of this. Okay, so that could be what's going on here. We get that wave, this pullback, and this thing could really start picking up some steam. I think it's heading up to, what is it, 119? Let's take a look. You know, our daily we looked at, the weekly right at the top, and the monthly looks fantastic. All right, but if we go on a 12-hour chart and we take a look here, if you zoom out, thing looks great, don't it? I mean, overall, we should be heading up towards 130 off this whole move over here. But inside here, you know, the next move up should be towards that 118, 119 area, 118.9, right around there. All right, I think that's where this 5 waves is going to come in. You know, so as soon as this correction is over, it looks like more potential upside. Bitcoin dominance pulling its crap, man. Looks, you know, looking like it's wanting to push up a little bit more, you know. We open this up a little bit. Sorry about this. It's a little sloppy here. You know, it could give another push here. All right, we come out on a weekly. Yeah, could head up towards that 786 anywhere in this box, and what that is, up this wave 3. You know, you have a possibility here of this a bit of a wick down here. You know, 66.9. It could, right? It could. It's a 64.6. It could go up another 2%. Quite honestly, I thought it was done where it was at, but that's why the market's the market. You know, you can think all you want. It's going to do what it wants to do, right? So we're waiting for this to make up its mind when it's going to roll over and head down. It lost this first support, this white line here. It did lose that, so we're just waiting for a rollover, waiting for this alt season to start, right? Like I said, that's where we make our money, when this thing starts to collapse. If we come out on a monthly, you know, and take a look here, waiting for this box up here, and look at this long haul down, man. That's when we're going to get all the people coming into market that's going to buy our bags, right? They're going to come in, FOMO in. Guys at work, guys that live down the street, people live next door. They're the ones that are going to be FOMOing into the crypto market, thinking they're going to make a pile of money when the dominance is down here, and they're going to come in and buy our bags. And we're out, and they're going to get, unfortunately for them, stuck holding the bag, right? It's like hot potato. You know, they're the ones going to get stuck holding, and you know, It's the way it goes. You know, somebody's got to get stuck. Then they will be holding until the next bull run, and then they will sell their bags to somebody else, and over again. You know, we will buy during the bear market and sell during the bull market. Buy during the bear market, sell during the bull market. Repeating cycle, right? That's how it goes. You know, there's always new people to FOMO in. Now, if we come over here to Myro, a couple things going on in here. Let's take a look. Probably heard that thing going by. Jeez, what the hell that was? Sounded like a jet. That's on a 12-hour chart. The one I am paying attention to here is this, right? Because look where we have hit, right? We're right in that 618-702 area. And what could happen? A, B, C, down to that area that we were talking about earlier. You know, now if we, the 12 hours still heading up. You know, if we come in a little bit tighter, 4 hour, you can see here what could be going on here. A couple things, really. All right. Yeah, definitely a couple things here. Let's get this up here. Let's put a line right here. Alright, right through here. Now it looks to me like you got 1, 2, 3. If this wick is valid, 4 and 5. Let's take a look at another Myro chart. Let's open this up a second. Let's see if that wick is legit. This is PMEX. They got the wick. And this is Mexi. They got the wick also. Alright, so we're good. That wick is legit. And looking like a possible fifth wave coming in here. Alright, you could have a fourth wave pullback starting here. And then a fifth wave up. And quite honestly, you know, that fifth wave could be a savior in here. Alright, there's that, because you know you could easily have this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could have an ABC. I showed you that. And if we can get a fifth wave and get up through here, and get through all them retracement levels, that would definitely be a big help. You got the 4 hour 90 and the 94 rolling over. All right, the 1 hour, it is actually bearish, 18 and a 26. Okay, rolling over a little bit. Now this is looking, you know, pretty promising. On a 1 hour, I can see a few things here. All right, on wave 1, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On wave 3, looks like we got 5 waves. You know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now we would be looking for an ABC in here, or 5 waves down for a fourth wave, and then a fifth wave up. All right. That's what we're looking for here. Now, where could this pullback come to? Normally, on a fourth wave, it's like a 50% retracement. 382, 50%, sometimes a little deeper. We put a fib on this. You know, you're going to want to see a bounce. You know, you have that 50-day moving average coming through here. Could hit that and bounce up out of here. Anywhere through this area. Let me show you. Anywhere through. Basically through here. You know, you definitely want to see a bounce in that zone. That's your 382 to your 618. You know, you can't really go any deeper than that because you got the top of wave 1 coming in here. All right, you know, look up here too. Wave 1, like on a, let's look at a 4 hour. Look at it, some closing candles here. You know, you got the top coming in somewhere around there. Right, you can see that wave a lot better. So you're going to want to see something like this. You're going to want to see this thing pull back into this, and the deeper it pulls back, really the better. The bigger the fifth wave. Okay, that's what you want to see here. So where could this fifth wave end up heading to? Well, if it pulls back, let's just go with halfway in the box, right? Halfway in the box, that would put us up to 0.02484, right in there, which probably is pretty realistic. What might happen here is it comes back and hits this trend line, right up here. That would I could definitely see that happening. Where would that put us on a Fibonacci? Because pretty important. That would get us up through the 786, up into this area up here, right? And that would get us out of a 5-wave down, would potentially get us out of any ABC, put us up in up here somewhere, right? Up into here, right up in there. So that would get us out of this danger zone through here, and then you would be looking for a smaller ABC correction up in here. Now, what if it just rolls over right here and we don't get a bounce? Then you're probably looking at down here, right? That would be A, B, C, and that's probably exactly where it would come to. Originally, we were looking for this right here, 0.016, and if you measure this out, say it stops where it's at, doesn't go any higher, we don't get no fifth wave, A, B, pull down on top, where's that going to put us? 0.016, right in this area that we were looking for, right? So that is always a definite possibility, no question. But that is still in play down here, and that's something we gotta be aware of. So you're gonna want to definitely see this price area taken out, right up through here, 0.023. All right, and we're not really gonna know until this this potential fourth wave pulls back, and it starts to the upside. Right, you have two possible outcomes here. Either breaks, pulls back and breaks 0.02316 and heads up into, what do we have there for a target? About 2.5 cents, right around there, 2.3, 2.4, right in that area. It gets us out of danger, or it stops here, rolls over, comes through, and keeps falling, and it comes down to 0.01634. Now, I could see both outcomes. A lot of it, obviously, is going to depend on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin has its turnaround, where's it at right now as far as pullback? Let's look. That's what I always really keep an eye on when I'm watching my charts. Is Bitcoin? Where is it at? How close is it to being done correcting? Is that the chart we had? I have 3 or 4 Bitcoin charts here. Let's see. I want this one up here. That one will work. Let's get this up here. And Bitcoin, look at this 4 hour. I mean, the RSI is right at the top, and Bitcoin still, could have a ways to go here. Quite honestly, I'm looking for a possible bounce, right? The same with Myro, right in this area. Whoops. Yeah, right in this area, 104.5 to 105.2. All right, so Bitcoin pulls down here, uh, you know, right in here to 105 roughly, and it starts heading up. Well, obviously Myro. It's gonna make a big difference in Myro. Myro is gonna be somewhere in the middle of this box, and it should take off. So I'm kind of betting that if I had to guess, I think this thing's gonna pull back and do a fifth wave up, probably hit this trend line, and then have a smaller ABC and start working our way back up here, right? Because on the bigger picture, um, let's see, this thing is looking not too bad. Looks pretty clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so keep an eye on those price targets. I told you, watch for a break. If it comes down here and takes out point 0.02 cents, it's coming down here for sure. That would take out this top, and it's just it came down, pulled up, grabbed liquidity, and push down. That's what this spike could be right here. Liquidity grab. You get these. You grabs um, your money up, grabs the money up here, and then pushes it down. Okay, that's perfectly normal. Happened on my XRP trade earlier. Liquidity grab and then a push down. So just be aware of that. And beware of both potential outcomes. Like I said, if it rolls down here, it takes 2 cents out, then watch for uh, you know roughly a penny and a half, 1/6, right in that area. Thanks a lot, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe. Got some bullish divergence down here in the bottom too. Got this low and a higher low. You get this low and a lower low. So you got some bullish divergence there working. We'll see what happens. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.